Hey everyone, it is February, so we are taking a look at the January 2025 homes price report for 12 South. Now the closed data is going to show that the average home sold is way down, which just means the ones that closed in January we didn't really see any big ones close in January. But of the contracts written, we had one at 3.7, one at 1.6, so the average is going to be more normal for February because we're seeing the more expensive stuff go under contract. Now, just real quick, we had 5 homes that closed in the month of January. The first one's this one up on West Grove. I had a client look at this one. It's just a tricky street up there. It's really narrow. It's elevated. There's some slope to deal with. Obviously, great price at $475. You almost never see anything pop at that number in 12 South. So that one sold on West Grove. There's one at $985. I had a client look at this one. This was a fascinating one. It's a duplex, but it's historic. So it's like, oh, $985 for a duplex lot? That's actually a pretty good price in 12 South. South Douglas isn't like A+ territory, but it's a really good lot. Unfortunately, it's historic. So if you've never dealt with historic before, buckle up. This is a fun one. I'll just show you kind of the biggest issue you run into with historic is they're probably not going to let you raise that roof line. So it's going to be really hard to get a true second story with 8-foot ceilings on that second level. And again, this is a duplex, so it's cut up kind of strange. It'll be interesting to see with what the folks who paid almost $1 million for that end up doing with it. This was a small little one on Vaux for $750, just a cute little house. Again, it was it's a 3.2. Square footage is small on this one. I'm trying to remember exactly what it was. 1,600 square feet. I think that includes some basement square footage in there. It's got to based on the footprint. Really clean, really cute. For $750 to get in, that's a pretty good value. And we had 2 over here, one on Copley and one on Gale Park Lane over in Gale Park, both traded in the 500s. That's a cute little neighborhood. Stuff in the 500s. And then the stuff that went pending, a big one over on Kirkwood. If you haven't seen this home, it's awesome. Craftsman Residential built this one. They always do a bang-up job. This thing, I've been through this one a couple times. I know the listing agent pretty well. They've got a pool in it. They kept it historic, added on a ton, left the big fireplaces, updated the kitchen, Wolf and Sub-Zero appliances. That's an awesome one. Makes sense that it went, I'd guess it probably went pretty close to that number. Another one for 1.2 on the other side of Kirkwood. This was, I believe, an attached. No, it's not, it can't be attached. So it's going to be detached, 3,500 feet. Kirkwood, kind of on that side. The lots on the south side of it are usually bigger. You've got a ton of room on the north side of it, or a little bit smaller. And again, for 3,500 feet, modern, 3-story. That's kind of what you get. Real quick, there was one over here on 9th. This was an interesting one. It was, I believe this piece had been HPR'd off. So they took a lot, and then they cut off this little house, and then they built a house on the lot next door to it, or they separated it that way. So almost no yard on that one, which is why it went for $450. And then we got one up on West Grove. This is a really pretty house. I remember seeing this one pop up. It's been on the market for a while, but I think it's clean. It's done well. It's got a pool and a dadu on it. Just a really cool setup back there. I think that might actually be turf. I can't remember on this one or not, but if not, that's beautiful photography. Just clean, modern, looks great on the inside. So that's 12 South for January 2025. What we've got going on, February's been a little bit more active, so fingers crossed that keeps up for the market and stuff keeps selling.